Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we'll be looking at the Ford Mustang Mach-E Rally. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Carl Malone Ford here in Park City for giving me some time with this Mach-E Rally. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Now there's no engine with this car, so you guys can just gaze at the front trunk storage space. Anyways, 265 miles of range, 91 kilowatt hour battery pack, 480 horsepower, 700 pound-feet of torque, and front trunk. Pretty cool. Before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So let's take a dive into some of the Rally changes. First off, the front end is incredibly aggressive, and I think you can actually get this with some decals. This one has like the decal delete, so it's a little bit more of a sleeper build. Really aggressive spoiler there at the bottom. And then one of the biggest differentiating factors is this tire and wheel setup. So you actually have these all-terrain tires on this, which is cool to see. And then look at the wheels, mostly closed off. You also have the red brakes, of course, Mach-E Rally there on the side as well. And then the roof is actually a steel roof. It's painted black, but it's kind of a different setup. And then taking a look at the side profile, very sporty looking, especially with the giant Rally spoiler. I'm trying to get so my shadow's not in the way for you guys. So here, let me step back quite a bit, and I'll kind of zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about with the side profile. I think it's pretty cool looking. And then I do want to mention this does come with the MagneRide suspension. It says MagneRide 2, that's what they call the system. Here's a closer look at that whole spoiler. Yeah, look at that for airflow. That's neat. Ford does some crazy stuff, especially on cars like this that it makes no sense whatsoever. That's a cool little bag you get with it. But yeah, it's just normal Mach-E rear area, so they didn't really change anything with that. And then you do have a button up top. You can press to lower that down. Still have the same taillight design where you've got the triple taillights across. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this setup. It's pretty interesting to say the least so far. And then popping inside, still have that weird door handle setup. It looks like it's just kind of like a GT inside almost. That's what this reminds me of interior wise. Kind of, so you can see the seats down below. Look at the back of the front seats. That's where things are crazy, is with the front seats. So if we pop this open, again, very kind of normal with the door panel there. Notice you got stuff like memory seats, so it actually has some luxury features. But yeah, look at these front seats. They are power adjustable, by the way. Pretty crazy looking though. Got the pedals down below. See this trim here all over the dash. Quickly pop in. Nice gauge cluster there in the center. I like the white on the steering wheel. I think that's pretty cool looking. Got the giant screen. Let's see if there's any unique drive modes to this. Same modes. Interesting. Huh. I thought there'd be like a rally mode or something. Not too big of a deal. And then he's got like your heated seat controls down below, and then this is all carryover from other Mach-Es, so they didn't change that all that much. Still the same dash design and all of that, so most of it's on the exterior with the changes. Now there's a ton of glare, so it's gonna be hard to see anything, but $62,875 is the total MSRP on this, so that's kind of somewhere in price to a GT, I think. GT might be a little bit more, but let's see how it performs. Let us set off in the Mach-E Rally, and quick disclaimer, you're probably gonna have to turn up the volume during this section of the video. I cannot project my voice whatsoever, so yeah, I'll do what I can in editing, but there's only so much I can do when my voice is barely working. So actually, I know this might sound like sacrilege because I'm a car reviewer. I never planned on reviewing this, and the reason why I was kind of that mentality is electric cars have just fallen off a cliff. Like, they still, you know, sell, but it's mostly used ones, and Tesla owners not using the turn signal, pretty typical. It's mostly used ones and cheap used ones. The new stuff just is sitting. Ooh! But, you know, I figured it'd be fun to try this out because it's a weird car. It's supposed to be like a rally racer, kind of like a WRX STI, but electric. So, figured it'd be fun. What I will say is, suspension's actually really darn nice on this. Yeah, whatever they did with the dampening setup is super solid. Quite impressed. It's very smooth. Quiet too. Might be the best riding Mach-E I've ever driven. Weird, right? Maybe it's good that I reviewed this car. I think the two weirdest cars I reviewed this year are electric though. First one is the Hyundai Ioniq 5N with the fake gear shifts. And then this one, the rally stuff, it's just a strange beast. I definitely like the one pedal. Here we got propulsion sound on. Yeah, shocking how daily drivable this is. I'm going all the way down to the roundabout so we can test out the handling a little bit. Yeah, it almost feels kind of like Raptor-like. It's not quite on the same level, but it's definitely more bouncy with the suspension, like the Raptor. Interesting. Ground speed, I forgot about that. It's some cool stuff with this. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how electric cars do like long term, because it seems like everyone wants hybrids nowadays. I mean, me personally, I prefer hybrids. You know, I own one right now and I love it. It's like I get a little bit better gas mileage. Maintenance is not going to be too bad because it's a tiny battery. Don't have to change my lifestyle at all. Just go to the gas station like normal, just less often. So it seems like it's only plus. It's only plus. Man, that sun. Blinded by the light. Okay, let's see how this bad boy performs. It's not the best test on the planet, but I still think it's fun. Oh, sun again. This is why I have window tint on my cars. Yeah, it actually handles pretty darn well. Actually. Wow. You can actually hear, I don't know if it's the roof, the steel roof, but you can hear something kind of working. Maybe it's the suspension. It's very sports car-like though. Weird car. Weird car. Probably the weirdest car I've ever... Nah, like I said, Hyundai Ioniq 5, the weirdest ever. This is like second, maybe. And I just don't know who's gonna buy this thing. It's not like it's a bad... Like I said, it drives nice and solid features and everything. I just don't know who's looking for like an electric rally car. I mean, maybe someone can obviously daily drive this. Maybe someone would want to daily drive this. But we'll see. It is a better value than the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, because gosh, that thing's like 70 grand. So this is not cheap by any means. It's an expensive vehicle, but it's not quite as expensive. There's no one behind me. I want to see if unbridled feels any different. Ugh. Yeah, that torque is crazy. 700 pound-feet. Sorry, I'm dying. So, weird car. I like it though. I think that Ford did a good job with this. I just don't know if this is like an actual marketable piece. I don't know. We'll see if they continue to sell this. We'll see if they continue to sell electric cars, right? Because I can't remember the last time I looked at everyone. Even Tesla was down by like a third or something like that. I don't know. I also see like Tesla has a ton of inventory we've got a little Tesla shop in Utah County, and they have so many cars that, and some of them are waiting for delivery, but some of them is people like ordered them and backed out, from my understanding. But see what happens in the next few years with these electric cars. Anyways, that's the Mustang Mach-E Rally. Drives really nice. Just, it's a weird car. It's weird, and I think it's mostly weird because it's just electric. If this was, like, man, they got some Ranger Raptors up here. That's cool. If this was like a, oh, there's another Ranger Raptor. I don't know. If this was a little SUV, even then, it'd be weird. But yeah, if it was a gas SUV, like a V8 or something crazy like that, that would be pretty cool. But we all know that'll never exist anymore. Anyways, that's all.